I've always wanted to say this. Hello, campers! Right, my name is Sandra, for those that don't know me. I am the long-suffering wife of Steve Roebuck and close friends of Sarah, Rob, Isabel, Lily and Lucia, aka the Ginger Ninja. For the past 7 years, we have organised this event and seen it grow to where we are today, with about 170 people involved this weekend. We're pleased to see so many friends return and look forward to making more new friends this weekend. Over the past 7 years, we've been blessed by the company of Lily, and we see this event dedicated to her and all her friends who use the services of the hospice. 7 has got very many famous connotations. The 7 deadly sins, the 7 dwarfs, the 7 days of creation, 7 days of the week. 7 is also special significance for Steve, as he has now celebrated 7 years last week in his sobriety. As for the most important 7, we have raised well over £700,000 since this event started. So let's rewind back to the beginning. Rob and Steve, for some strange idea, thought let's pitch a tent in the grounds and get sponsored. Overnight, in the cold, and they put it out to some people, and for even on stranger reason, 50 people wanted to actually join in and get sponsored. And there are still a few of us still here from that first night. But the big but was, someone forgot to check the weather forecast. When we woke up that following morning, not only had it been -10 overnight, there was 6 inches of snow outside. That first year, we were really nervous about how things were going to go. And the original plan was that we were going to raise £25,000 for a nurse. At the end of that weekend, we'd raised what we thought was an amazing £57,000 and realised it could be an ongoing mission. The following 5 years galloped through with some great joy, great fun, but we were also being reminded why we were here. We had some high spots. Rudolph Walker, Patrick from EastEnders. He came here, had breakfast with us, showing encouragement. He was a really, truly nice man. Meeting Danny Crates, showing us great inspiration. The Catford Honeys Band, where are you? Yay! They were getting us in the mood in the evening, dancing and singing. The belly dancers, getting us to wobble our bits. And believe me, there were some with more bits to wobble than others. There was Danny and his quizzes, driving us to disputes, tearing our hair out on the answers. There was a high spot for Steve. He got kissed by Cara Toynton. He hasn't been the same since, and I doubt she has either. One of the champions of the weekend, Chris Cox, where are you? He's out doing his job. He's here to keep us in light and heat all over the weekend. He keeps coming back every year, even though this year his dear wife Val has been very, very poorly. Karen Hearn, who can't be here this weekend, Steve's long-suffering PA. And this year she's been twisting a lot of arms, selling a record number of raffle tickets, constantly badgering people for money. And her and Leanne Butler, they've been waitressing, they've been organising dress downs, auctions, quiz nights, and generally being our behind-the-scenes Wonder Women. Kathy and Danny, where are you? No, at the back. They've been very special friends to us, and this year they've now added the extra generation of O'Connors. Where are you, little Danny? Thankfully, there haven't been too many low spots. There were a few issues in the early days with the generators blowing up, but Chris has now, he owns now the National Grid, I think, to make sure that we're okay. We had problems with cars getting stuck in the mud, and then there was the infamous brass band Steve organised, which looked like extras out of Dad's Army. One sad spot, Sarah's friend Julia, and the sad loss of her daughter Lily. She made a very, very moving speech and reduced us all to tears. Last year, when there were 2 children laying in state, with another child brought in during the weekend for the families to say their goodbyes. It puts it why we're here in perspective. One thing I want to say to you, please enjoy this weekend. Thank you.
Well, we have a